Okay, hi. Please ignore the pimples on my face. Firstly, I have my period. Secondly, I'm stressed, so that as well. And yeah, today I thought I would just give a little update on what has been happening to me this past few months. I really said, or the universe really said, hi. Let's, you've been stressed with university. That's not enough though, so let's give you troubles at home as well. Because why not? And I'm filming this video. Also, just to let you know that it's okay and it happens. Um, this is why I haven't been as productive lately. And you know what? That's fine. You can't always be a productive machine because we're human and human circumstances happen. So let's go to the very beginning. Jeez, I can't even remember the dates. It's been a blur, but I feel like a month or 2 months ago, I got home one day, and th- firstly, I found out we were moving on the bus on the way home. Our lease ended. No drama there, it's fine. Our lease was going to end in 2 months. We were going to start looking for houses. We wanted to extend, but we couldn't because our landlord is a bitch. Anyway, I get home and I realize, oh, there's no electricity. Turns out the meter, I don't know what to call it. I've talked about it in past vlogs. It burned. I deleted the photos because that's just trauma I don't want to keep. But it burned and we don't have electricity. So the next week is filled with us trying to fix it, getting electricians in. They're saying no, you need to get the municipality to come and switch it on. We can't do that. All good and great. Then there's a complication. Not going to get into details because you'll hear later, but I can't. Basically, municipality says we can't switch this on for you because of X, Y, and Z, which is the reason, which is pretty valid. And then we're like, shit, what do we do? Because our landlord is refusing to pay the money that we need to pay to fix this. And this is not a sum we are going to pay because we're moving out in 2 months. This sum is definitely not cheap. I'm not going to say numbers or anything, but it's definitely not cheap. And if you know the details, you'll understand why we did what we did. Now we are like, okay, we're without electricity, we're without a fridge, we're without heat. It is the middle of winter. I would wake up shivering because we couldn't put our heaters on. So we had to buy a gas stove to make food and to boil water to shower with because obviously the geyser didn't work, and water gas heater just so we could have some heat while we're eating our dinner. Anyway, long story short, we decide it's time to move. We're going to move out. My brother and his girlfriend say, hey, we're going to move out of the house from you guys and we're going to go start our life. I'm so happy for them. They've been wanting to do it and I'm excited. And it seems like they're going to be moving in. I think they're moving in this week or the week after into their new place, which is very exciting. Yeah. Then me and my parents are like, great, where do we go now? And last time, when we had a short-term issue about finding a different place, we came to this place where I'm again. And we're like, we know the place, it's just temporary until we find a house that we want and that fits our needs. And also we're downsizing now, so the whole month without electricity we spent packing, downsizing, figure out whose is whose, etc., etc. And then we move. And we move here. This house is great. Obviously not as big as the other one, but I don't want to be a brat. And I mean, I'm not complaining. It's short term. It's fine. If it's perfect for students, let me say that. I don't mind it, but my parents are used to something else, and we can go bigger. That's all I'm saying. We're okay to go bigger. And if you aren't, that's fine. Everyone's at different places. It doesn't matter. There are times in life where you can't, and there are times in life where you can, and we're just in a situation where we can go bigger. Anyway, give me one sec. I'm back. So we're like, cool, this is only temporary. We want to look for other places. We've been looking for a different place for a month. And the problem is where we want to be, there aren't a lot of pet-friendly places, number one. Number two, there aren't any double garages. The reason we need double garage is because we have a lot of stuff that goes into a garage and we have a big car. And if you stay where I stay, you can't have your car parked on the street. It's just not safe. And then we aren't going to be able to sleep peacefully because we know the car's outside, etc., etc. Here there's security right outside where our car is, so it doesn't really matter that much, and we are okay. And there's a camera, so we're fine. We're like, there's nowhere we can move. That's also within our budget, because where we want to stay is very expensive, like 40k for a 2-bedroom, and that's just not realistic for us. I mean, it could be, but why spend that much money if you can go somewhere else, you know? We decide, okay, there's this other place that we're looking at, and this is actually quite a funny story. They were like, hi, sorry, there are other people who like are on the verge of signing, but because it's in a complex, I think. I haven't been there. I haven't heard a lot. This is all I've heard. They were like, so these people want to sign the lease, but they have a dwarf rabbit, so they can't move in until Body Corporate says it's okay for them to move in with their dwarf rabbit. But bunnies that aren't dwarves are allowed, and if my dog were to go in, he would be allowed. So that's very funny to me that they can't move in, or maybe can, because of a dwarf bunny, just because it has the word dwarf in front instead of just bunny, you know? Anyway, so we're waiting on that place, but I don't know, it's further away than this place is. And I mean, it's definitely less travel than I'm used to. I used to travel an hour and a half one way. And I know some people travel more, but for me, that was just a lot. This place that we might move into is half an hour away, which is very little. And then here where we are now is about 20 minutes. I give half an hour just for if traffic. Anyway, so like, cool. We don't know. Let's just see what happens. And the people upstairs, okay, they are a whole different story. They have been giving us trouble. So the Wi-Fi we are connected to is from their router upstairs, because the people upstairs have the main router and they plugged out our router, so we can't use our router. And my parents work from home and they use a lot of Wi-Fi because the stuff they do is quite Wi-Fi intensive, and they can't work because of this person upstairs. So we're sorting that out. It'll be sorted out this week. Moving ain't for sissies. Anyway, this guy upstairs then decides, I'm moving out. End of lease, I might want to renew. But the landlords hate him. I didn't say that. Anyway, we are going to see, but I'm pretty optimistic about this, if we can also rent the flat upstairs. So I'll stay upstairs and then we use the kitchen and dining room and living room upstairs, and this downstairs area is my parents' work and bedroom. Like my room will be my dad's office, and then the kitchen that's next to my room will be my mom's studio / living room would be my mom's studio, and then the bedroom there would be their bedroom, and then upstairs would be my room because it's a single bedroom apartment. So that's what we're hoping to do. Nothing is finalized. I just thought I'd give a little update about why I may have not been as good about posting or replying to comments, or just good at uni work, because that's also been lacking. But I'm on midterm break now, so I'm going to try and reset this weekend. I've been playing some Spiritfarer, and it's now like 2. I've been playing Spiritfarer until now, then I decided to film this video, but I decided just to take today off And then tomorrow I'm going to go back to full productivity mode because in a few weeks, like 3 weeks, is my show. So we have a lot of rehearsals for that, etc., etc. But that's the update I wanted to give. It's me, Arwen, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like. If you did, subscribe, because I'm a YouTuber and I have to ask. Turn on notifications even though they don't work. Love you so much, and huge shout out to my members. The names will be on the screen after this. And if you want to join my membership, press the blue join button down below. Love you so much. Stay safe.